Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Boo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Wow, 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 jazzy interlude. Doom, 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 doo, 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 doo. Now we're back to rocking. Wow. What's up, Internet? We interrupt your scheduled Bomberman 64 gameplay with something else. By Hudson Soft. This is something else. You know how I am about bringing some sort of extra bonus thing to these things. Well, this time, I interrupt Bomberman 64 with Bomberman 64. I'm sure that probably confuses some people, so let's get into this and I'll explain. So this is actually a compilation cart, not to be confused with the game that we just played. The game that we just played was a game known as Baku Bomberman 64 in North America. This game is simply known as Bomberman 64. This was, as I understand, the very last N64 game to ever be produced, or one of the last anyway, and it's a compilation game of a lot of different Bomberman games. As you can see, we're currently playing the original Bomberman, which, as I understand it, is upgraded here. I haven't played a lot of it because the original Bomberman doesn't interest me all that much, but they changed the backgrounds and stuff in here if I recall. I still gotta run around, kill enemies and stuff. I think they changed the soundtrack a little bit too. Aside from just upgrading it, I think they added extra songs. But, this is... because a lot of people think there's only 3 Bombermans on the N64. That's only partially true. There's only 4 in North America. There's only 3 in North America. There's a 4th in Japan. This one. And this one, sometimes also referred to as Bomberman 64 Arcade Edition, is a pretty rare, expensive game. I managed to acquire it this year, and I'm very proud of that because I can now say I have all the Bombermans on the N64. This one's pretty fun. It's nothing special going through Classic Bomberman, because of course Classic Bomberman doesn't interest me all that much, but you know, it's what it is. It's very much classic Bomberman. Go through the door after you defeat some enemies, and you move down to a new area. I believe you can choose areas if you find an alternate route, but they changed the enemies out a little bit, which is nice. I don't think we'll play this for super long or anything, but we'll play this for a little bit. Mainly because I'm awful at original Bomberman, and I'm not the most wildly interested in it, but this game is very cool, and I'm glad I finally got a copy, and I was very excited to get this year, because it meant that I knew exactly what my bonus extra Bomberman thing was going to be this year. It was going to be Bomberman 64, the one you probably never heard of. But this game is, for what it is, pretty good. There's, I want to say 2 other games in here. I will introduce them as we get there. Oh crap, I don't want to blow myself up already. But, exit somewhere in here, let's find it. And, after that, I think we'll skip to the next game. Because I don't think this is going to be a very long video, but it's a fun little extra thing I wanted to do, as always. Also, I got to, sing the opening song to Bomberman 64, which, I'm not gonna lie, every day of the past 6 days, 7 I guess, I'm recording the same day as the last video, but I've slowly been holding it in because I've wanted to sing out the theme song. G up. This will take us to the upper path, which would be there, whereas the other one would take us to the lower one. I think you get the idea. So let's go back to the menu and try and work our way to another game. I could probably have done that through a menu, but I haven't had a lot of time with this game. This is Panic Bomber, I think, which, if you don't know what this is, it's a falling block style Bomberman game. And if you know me, you know I'm god-awful at falling block games, so this is probably going to be a very short game. Red guys should go over here, I think. I'm just pretending I know how to play this game. Yeah, okay, and that... Oh, I guess that makes sense? I don't understand what I'm doing, like, even remotely. But we'll go until I die, which will probably be sooner rather than later. That looks good there. Boop. Okay. Like, again, I don't know what that explosion is or anything, like... This is just very confusing. Well, I got a combo somehow. That's nice, I guess. Like... So far you've seen this and the original Bomberman. This is probably my least good game in this pack. Mainly because I'm awful at these kinds of games, but, I don't know, I think it's kind of fun. If you don't mind not understanding what you're doing. I think this can compress things, or it just takes out everything, you know. Or that. And I think things get progressively difficult as you go. They added a different color, so now we gotta deal with green Bombermans. Boop. Boop. Okay. Oh, and I think the, I might be mistaken, but I think the bottom of the screen is raising a little bit. Okay. That works out well. There. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, is it that apparent? Don't answer that, the answer is yes. I do like that they, little guys are animated and, like, they'll smile when you're not blowing them up. Oh god, we're adding more colors now. Oh god, oh god. This is what it's like when I play Tetris, or Puyo Puyo. I just can't play these games to save my life. Although that seemed to work out well for me, I think. Okay. There. And that can go there. And that can go there. Sure. And there. Okay, drop. Okay, that bought me some time. This seemed more stressful than, Black Fortress. I mean, at least I kind of understood Black Fortress. This is just, I don't know what I'm doing. And somehow kind of surviving. I will say I'm very proud of how I took out Sirius, yesterday. That was probably my second most proud Bomberman moment, as I said, but, that was... I didn't think I'd ever get to show something very cool like that off, but I'm glad I did. Okay. There. Yeah. No. Where's the black Bombermans? I need a black Bomberman. Crap. Okay. Oh crap. The stack moved on me. Okay, well, that's Panic Bomber. I think you get the point. High score, I guess. Sure. Quit. Oh, before we continue, mental note. I just want to show off the box art to this, because I got this game boxed, which is amazing, but just take a look at the box art right here. With just ignoring, like, the name here, I think the picture pretty much is the quintessential experience of all of Bomberman summed up in a singular picture. Like, is this not the thing of beauty? This is one of my favorite box arts, I think, ever. But, the box art to Bomberman 64 Arcade Edition, Japanese, whatever you want to call it, is just amazing. Okay, and this is, I believe, the final game of the 3. Oh, no, this is another game. There's one more game after this. Okay. I don't know what this is. I'm learning stuff now. But, if I drop that, the blue ones will drop, and I can take out all the blue ones. I'm guessing I have to try and clear all of the, Bomberman heads out by matching pairs. I get rid of that, that doesn't help me. If I get rid of that, do that. Get rid of that. And that. And that. None of these help me all that much. Yeah, I'm stuck. I can do that. Yeah, game over. I'm bad at puzzle things with blocks. Leave me alone. Let's go to let's go to this, which is what I was going to say was the final version, or the final game, which is, this is Bomberland. In fact, if I'm correct, I think this is like the first example of Bomberland ever. It's just like this nondescript game in Bomberman 64. But basically you run around, you participate in little Bomberman minigame type things. And this one you gotta bomb subs without getting blown up yourself. Like, there's not a lot of substance to it, but it's fun. And there's a lot of these. There's other things to this. I think there's like an key item like collection aspect to it, maybe even a story, but it being in Japanese and it being like half like the items collected already, I'm not entirely certain on that. But overall, I gotta say this game's pretty cool. It's definitely way too expensive for what it typically goes for. Like, this game is like import N64 games are like pennies typically because no one cares for them. There's not really any import market outside of me, but this game tends to cost like anywhere from as low as like $60 to as much as like $150. And I got this game boxed for like 60, so I'm pretty happy with that, especially considering it means that I can say I have all the Bombermans on the N64. I know it's such a small thing, but I like Bomberman. I like trying to collect Bomberman because it's fun, and it helps me improve my library, which means I can talk about more games to you people. Let's get killed because I can't leave through a menu and try another game, but I'm glad I got this game. And I'm glad I'm working on my Bomberman collection a little bit this year. As I said, I have almost all the pre-DS Bomberman Nintendo games, which is pretty cool. I still need 2 Game Boy Advance games, 1 Game Boy Color game, and 1 classic Game Boy game. But after that, I've got all the pre-DS ones, which is pretty neat. Unless you count, I think there was one on the Virtual Boy, which I don't even own, but I don't even classify that as like a handheld. That's like desktop-mounted crap console. But I don't have any of the Super Bomberman games, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, this one I gotta cut stuff, if I recall. Yeah, gotta cut arrows and try and duck and stuff. This is again, not a lot of substances, but you have to also understand you are getting Bomberman, you're getting original Bomberman, of course, you're getting, I think you get bonus points to get close to you, you're getting Panic Bomber, you're getting that weird block thing, I guess, and you get what I would attribute to being like the original Bomberland, or Bomberman Land, which is a series I've also not gotten into, but I think this game's pretty cool on its own. Definitely overpriced for what it is, but it's fun for what it is. And I imagine it would be a great party game because it's Bomberman, and all Bombermans are great party games. Let's go find one more game, and then we'll end this video, because this is just a fun little extra doodad, like I like doing with these Bomberman videos. We played all the Bomberman 64 games on my channel, and we've done a Let's Play of all the adventure games, so that's... I guess next year I'll go on to the GameCube ones, but I only have one of them. Okay. So I smack these, and the more power it takes, I'm guessing, is the number? Maybe? We're gonna find something else, because that one I don't get. But you got this entire world, you got a bunch of different people to talk to. There's Pretty Bomber. Hey, Pretty Bomber. That's from the Super Bomberman games. That's some of the extent of Super Bomberman that I know. Let's see what this is all about. Okay. So, what am I doing? Am I Mr. Potato Heading Bomberman? Okay. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to, like, put them in relativity to where the image was. Oh, this is kind of neat, actually. I really like this. Okay, so that would be right about there. The eyes would be there. And the belt, I'm thinking, would be right about there. Nice! That was better than I thought I was doing. I thought I stuck one of his arms up, like, on his head. That was fun. Anyway, that's been the giant odyssey of Bomberman 64. That has been Bomber Week 2016. I don't think this is the end of Bomber Week, but I'm gonna have to get my hands on at least the other GameCube one. I know there was, once again, as I said, a couple Bomberman adventure games released on the DS in Europe. If I have any way of recording DS footage, which I don't currently, maybe we could do that in a future date, but hopefully I've got something planned for Bomberman Week next week, or next year, and I'll see you then.